Racing button? What the hell? You're getting blue flags! Oh, come on! Don't be a d*** now. Our Robert Kubica 2011 adventure in the sim racing time machine is back, and for the 7th race of the season we're taking it to the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. This track needs no introduction and traditionally is the final race of the season in Europe. In the actual race in 2011 it was the usual turn 1 crash fest that we've seen ever so often. Alonso took the lead from 4th on the grid, but once again there was no stopping Sebastian Vettel, who immediately retook the lead. He lost in the opening lap after the safety car restart following the lap 1 turn 1 crash. At the front, the places were pretty much settled early on when Button took 2nd from Alonso and never looked back, but the battle of the race happened behind these as two greats of the sport in Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton duked it out over P4. It was the titanic battle you'd expect between these two, with Schumi overstepping the rules a bit, which, to be honest, is not that surprising, is it? Ultimately, Hamilton came out on top, while Vettel took his 8th win of the season in only 13 races. Bruno Senna, who stayed in the first Lotus car for the remainder of the season, achieved his first and only points finish of the season in 9th. As for our race here today, we share the 5th row on the grid with our teammate, so we are starting from P10 and we're trying to get yet another points finish on the board. Okay, here we are. One of the traditional venues of any Formula 1 season. We go racing at Monza. Bit of wheel spin here at the start, but there is a lot of room there on the outside. Vitaly Petrov trying to make a move on Adrian Sutil. We lock up front, but actually we make up 2 spots there. May move the brake bias a bit rearwards because that was a big lockup into turn 1. Luckily these tires are able to withstand that sort of stress that is put on them. Also, if you watch a Formula 1 race from back then, which I've done in preparation for this season and for these races, you can actually see lockups were a lot more frequent back in those days than they are nowadays. Today you see one lockup and it's, yeah, tires are gone due to the flat spots. It seems that this was not that much of an issue with those, well, first generation of Pirelli tires. They might have just been crap right from the get-go, because it wasn't uncommon that races had 3 stops back then. And this is already when refueling is outlawed by the FIA, so no refueling allowed. Still, 3 stops at some races. And rarely you would see a 1 stop, if ever. I'm not one for nostalgia, really, because, yeah, I think people see lots of stuff with rose-tinted glasses, looking back at the past, but that definitely was better back in the day, when it was really strategic variety, and yeah, lots of pit stops. These days you're happy to see just a 2-stop race, because many of them have become just boring 1-stop races where you'd see just 1 round of pit stops and then that's it. Anyway, I should probably focus on the race. We did make up 2 spots at the start, but ever since I've been talking lots of stuff about tires, but I didn't really move further up the order. Felipe Massa and Michael Schumacher, the gap to these guys ahead has stayed pretty much the same. in those last 2 laps. This time it feels a bit closer though. We might be able to get DRS through Della Roggia, and this definitely is going to be DRS for us on the run towards the Ascari chicane. Yes, there it is. Don't think we're close enough. And with those very low rear wings that we're running, DRS might not have that much of an effect. Ooh, we gain a lot at the end of the straight. Oh, there's contact between Schumacher and Massa. Ah, but not enough for us to slip through and pass the Ferrari. But we came very, very close there. We kind of got in their way on the long straight. Let's use the remaining bit of curves. Rear wing is open again. Oh, we're already at the limiter. Oh, damn. Yeah, I should have done something to the... Oh, to the gears. Because I shouldn't be hitting the rev limiter that early. I think this here might be our best opportunity, because they seem to trip over each other. Once again they did that! Oh, Schumacher's blocking Massa! And we say thank you very much, because that is an easy 2 positions gained for us. Oh, now we are vulnerable on the main straight though. Need to get a good run through Parabolica. Oh no. Yeah. That is my fault. I turned into Michael there. He was alongside. Well, we repaid the favor there that he did for us by blocking Felipe. Actually, that was quite a good lap for our team. We still gained 1 position after all. And Vitaly Petrov moved up to 8th. Felipe Massa out of the points now. That was a bit too much speed carried through Della Roggia. I can't really gain much here, even with DRS, because I'm hitting the rev limiter way too early. Yeah, well, that has gone completely wrong. And now, rather than attacking, I have to do a bit of defending against our teammate. He's right behind me. Come on, there is another opportunity. And once again, we hit the rev limiter quite early. Oh, side by side through Ascari. And Michael Schumacher, just as you would expect it, not giving in. But this here could be it. Oh. He moved a bit there to defend. This time let's get the braking right. I do exactly that. Maybe even a bit too cautious. But uncharacteristically, Michael didn't go for the lunge. And now might have an opportunity to drop him. No! Crap! Ah, that was unnecessary. But at least we stay ahead. For now. Now, to be very honest with you, this hasn't been the most exciting race up until now. Or at least since I passed, or repassed Schumacher. But this might well become an interesting race. Now, I think, as we are exactly at halfway point now, and the gaps to the front and the guys ahead, I think I've been gaining on Hamilton a bit. But apart from that, the gaps are quite frozen. So I think I'm pitting now. And then see what we can do on fresh tires. Because the left-hand tires look... Yeah, I mean, they still feel fine, but... Okay, Vettel is coming in anyway. So that can't be the most wrong call to pit now. Okay, way too early on the brakes, but this is such an awkward pit entry, to be honest. On the other hand, I could have learned it by now, but yeah. It is what it is. At least it's not a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There we go, fresh tires going on. And out of the pits we go. Oh, do we get a bit of clean track ahead of us? Oh, no. Coverline and Webber. Webber, surely he has also been in already. But that was a very early pit stop then by Mark Webber. Or he had an issue or damage. I didn't really recall anything unusual happening ahead of us. Anyway, we're close to Mark Webber now. And we have very fresh tires, so a few quick lap times now and we might gain against those ahead of us, and then, well, they may have fresher tires later in this race. But, yeah. Let's see if they can really use them against us. Oh, Webber's struggling to get past Kovalainen. Now that could either be a blessing in disguise for us, or a problem in our quest to set some quick lap times. Sergio Perez in as well. Okay, that's Kovalainen going into the pits. I think we'll see a lot of people pitting in the next few laps. Because honestly, there is no real reason why you should extend that stint too much. This race is definitely not tire limited. Might be engine limited once again. Our engine not in the best state after 15 laps. Maybe overdriving it a little bit. Okay, Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton are in the pits now. Lewis Hamilton was just ahead of us before we pitted. But honestly, we are not really setting the timing sheets alight because these laps are not really quicker than those laps that we did before the pit stop. So honestly, this is going to be an interesting thing. Rosberg in the pits. Button still in. I think we're very ahead of Button. Okay, Hamilton definitely came out ahead of us. Button is behind us. Oh, that's Hamilton. Just ahead of Mark Webber. Were we really ahead of Jenson Button? I don't recall that. Did Button have a slow pit stop or damage to fix? Now this is interesting. I don't really know. We might see in the results later. Or when everyone has done their pit stop. But I think we might have gained a position on Jenson. Oh, Webber going for it against Hamilton. Side by side through Ascari. Wow, what a battle. Hamilton stayed in front. Someone else heading out of the pits there. Are my eyes deceiving me? I think that was a McLaren. Oh, Jenson Button in some major trouble there, maybe. I think so, yes. I think, yes, Jenson Button is about to be lapped by Mark Webber. He's a lap down now. Something must have happened to him. Now he helped Lewis get a bit of a gap to Webber. He might help us get past Webber here as well. Oh my word, this is going to be very ugly. Oh my. That race just came alive. Jenson Button, what the hell? You're getting blue flags. Oh, come on. Don't be a d*** now. Oh, but surely this has to be it now. This is where we wave goodbye to Mark Webber. Don't you dare block us. Oh, we had a wheel on the grass there. Schumacher in the pits. I think we might be fourth now. Oh, Mark Webber. Side by side through Parabolica. We're early on the throttle thanks to the outside line, but I didn't have much curse left. And now here goes Mark Webber. I have a feeling this could be a common theme that we'll be seeing towards the end of this race. Because I'm sure I will pass Mark again after Lesmo 2. Yep, there we go. But now we have to give it everything here. All in through Ascari. Try and build a gap. And then late braking into the Parabolica, even early on the throttle. Oh, this time we have more curves left. Oh, we had almost the entire battery left. Indeed, we're up to 4th. We're just 3 seconds behind a podium spot. Mark Webber is once again going for it. But this time, he didn't attack. Okay. 6 laps to go to find 3 seconds and then pass Lewis Hamilton. For the second podium finish in a row. Can we pull this off? Okay. 3 laps to go as we cross the line, and I believe it is possible. The gap is under 2 seconds now. But it's going to be tight. As soon as we get into that magical DRS window, we have a chance. But we need to break into this 1 second window first. Can we cross that 1 second barrier? I think we might be just about to do so. Not yet. But this lap is really tidy so far. Oh, bit of a lock-up. Still fine though. I don't think it's quite close enough yet. Not much DRS curves left for the main straight. The gap's closing, but I don't think it's closing quick enough. Oh, this is looking good now. This is looking really good now. Oh, he had a bit of a wiggle there exiting the Della Roggia chicane. He's feeling the pressure. There is the DRS. I don't think we will be close enough to try anything into Ascari, but look at that. Look at that. We can almost read the Vodafone logo on the red rear wing of that McLaren Mercedes. But yet again, I don't think we are close enough to make a move into the first chicane. And here we go, starting the final lap. Once again, we're hitting the limiter. Oh, Lewis is super close, super slow through here. There might already be a chance. Into the Della Roggia chicane. Oh, side by side into the first Lesmo we go. Oh, he hangs on round the outside. But there is the DRS once again. Past Hamilton we breeze once again. Get the braking done well for the Ascari chicane. We need a clean run through here now. I almost spin on the curb. Oh, he's super close. This is going to be very, very tight. I want to save the last bit of curves for exiting this corner. He has the inside. We leave the final corner side by side, but I think... Oh, it's going to be a photo finish. Where is the line? No! Oh my god. What a finish. Ah. We had such close finishes that went in favor for us on this channel already. This time we were on the other end. I think I made a mistake by trying to attack him into the Variante della Roggia here. I should have just stayed behind, saved the curves that I used to try and get close to him through Curva Grande, save it, and then use it all at the end, exiting Parabolica. Ah, but what a fight! What a fight! What a finish! I thought this was about to be an absolute stinker of a race, but as it turns out, it was an absolute banger now in the end. Ah, okay. Let's look at the top 10 of this race, and of course, the championship standings right now. Well, no surprises. At the front, Sebastian Vettel wins this race ahead of Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. Well, and I still owe you information on that Jenson Button situation. Apparently, he just spent a whole lap in the pit lane after regularly pitting from second. So, yeah, that is quite of a weird situation. I also couldn't find any incident that he was involved in, so probably some technical issue they had to fix, and that took some time. Anyway, Rubens Barrichello, good news for Williams, also scored their second point of the season. In the Drivers' Championship, Sebastian Vettel has now the chance to seal the championship in the next race in Suzuka. Mark Webber is in second, Fernando Alonso overtakes Jenson Button and is now in third. We're now quite comfortably ahead of the two Mercedes. Our teammate Vitaly Petrov is just outside the top 10, so a good second half of the season for Lotus Renault so far. And this is also reflected in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull, I don't think they can be called by anyone anymore, but we have overtaken Mercedes now and are just 3 points ahead of them going into the final two races of the season. Well, and that has been it for the Italian Grand Prix 2011. And as I already said, the next race will be the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Another one of those great tracks in every Formula 1 season. I hope to see you all there, subscribe to not miss that, leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you all the next time. Until then, goodbye!